This first song we're going to do is called Don't Cast a Stone. Sunday morning he walks in, everybody starts to stare. They don't care for his clothing, they don't like his long hair. They'd rather turn him away than to tell him about Christ. Jesus died for all of us, he can give this man your life. Before you cast a stone, let me tell you something else. Check your house made of glass, take a good look at yourself. Don't cast a stone. Don't look outside, he looks deep within. He can cleanse your soul as white as snow, he can take away your sin. And this land deserves him as much as you would be. But they want to throw him back into the street. Before you cast a stone, let me tell you something else. Check your house made of glass, take a good look at yourself. Don't cast a stone. All at the altar, joining him in prayer. Next time you start to judge by the way someone appears, better think long and hard, take a good look in the mirror. Before you cast a stone, let me tell you something else. Check your house made of glass, take a good look at yourself. Don't cast a stone. This next song is called Good Southern Lovin'. This song's called I Promise You. Know that you have been hurt before. You've got your walls up, trying to guard your heart. Emotions locked away deep inside. Now they're trying to come out, feelings you can't hide. I won't tell you things that's not true. Give me the chance to prove my love to you. I promise to always love you, put nothing else before you, shower you, love you, never known. I promise to always respect you, never neglect you, give you know you've been searching to complete your life, and I promise, girl, I will treat you right. No worries, no fear, and no harm. I will hold you close in these loving arms. I won't tell you not true. Give me the chance to prove my love to you. I promise to always love you, put nothing else before you, shower you, love you, never know. I promise to always respect you, never neglect you, give you you. I promise to always love you, put nothing else before you, shower you, love you, never known. I promise to always respect you, never neglect you, give you all of me your whole life long. I promise you. I promise you. This next song's called Midnight Train. another drink of whiskey, wash away the pain. After all the time she's been gone, not one thing has changed. Go on, drown your sorrow, tomorrow you can start again. For tonight, just turn out the lights, nothing you can do. 'Cause she's already gone on the southbound, took a midnight train to Santa Fe. Already gone on the southbound, and the love you lost was the price you paid. Bottoms up and the bottle is empty, but the past is not undone. Took for granted the love she gave, she grew up in the one, yeah. Lonely nights and all the whiskey, together they drove her away. As you take a look in the mirror, stand alone today. 'Cause she's already gone to the southbound, took the midnight train to Santa Fe. Already gone to the southbound, and the love you lost was the price you paid. Take another drink of whiskey, wash away the pain. After all the time she's been gone, not one thing has changed. Go on and drown your sorrow, tomorrow you can start anew. For tonight, just turn out the lights, there's nothing you can do. 'Cause she's already gone to the southbound, took the midnight train to Santa Fe. Already gone to the southbound, and the love you lost was the price you paid. Already gone to the price you paid. The price you paid. This next song is called Twisted Truth. There was a time when it all seemed true, but now things have changed, girl, and you've gone and twisted the truth. Everything you told this way. You left me no choice to make this move. I won't be a part of your truth, your twisted truth. I won't be a part of your truth, your twisted truth. Choice to make this move. I won't be a part of your truth, your twisted truth, your twisted truth, yeah, your twisted truth, hey, hey, twisted truth, yeah, hey, your twisted truth.
All right, welcome back to Motown Studios. Thanks for joining us. In today is Eagle Joe Leatherman and his band. What's going on, fellas?
How you doing?
How's it going?
Hey, appreciate y'all coming out and jamming for us today. Y'all sounded awesome, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely,
Appreciate
absolutely.
you having us.
Sure. So tell me a little bit about your influences there, Joe.
Well, I'd have to say Skinner and Stevie Ray Vaughan and a lot of those guys
Nice.
contributed to that,
The good stuff.
the good stuff.
Cool. How old were you when you started playing?
Actually, I started out on a keyboard and piano when I was little,
Really?
and went to drums at about 12 years old and done that for like 35 years.
Wow.
Stoney was my bass player then, and kind of went to guitar just to kind of write some stuff, and
Sure.
then messed my shoulder up, so I didn't stick with the drums too long.
Oh, okay.
After that, and
Sure.
full on the guitar.
Nice. I know you've been out here kicking up dust a long time out here in Morganton, man. I think when I started playing, you were out there killing it, man. So that's
I've been
awesome.
trying for a while.
We started this journey, what, 89? When me and you started out, 89?
Yeah, when we started together, it was probably 89.
That's awesome.
Back in the metal days, you know.
Oh yeah, I think that's when Slayer started putting stuff out. Was '89.
No, Slayer started putting stuff
79.
out. It was like 83, 84.
Oh, okay, that's
That
right.
was underground like that time.
Yeah, okay, that was early '80s stuff. That's right. That's right.
We never got that heavy though.
No, yeah, that's all right. Very few do. Very few do. Ty, man, what's going on,
I'm
man?
doing great. How you doing?
Good, man. I'm glad you joined us, dude. I think me and you've known each other a pretty long time.
We go back like pacifiers.
That's what's up. So let's talk about some of your influences on drums. How old were you when you started playing?
I was 5 years old.
5.
Started out with hot rods, hot sticks. So one of the sticks with the speaker on the end of it.
Yeah.
Started out with that.
That's it.
Driving my parents crazy.
Well, usually the drums don't have a volume control on them.
No. If it ain't loud, it ain't me.
That's a disclaimer to parents out there thinking about buying your children drum sets.
Pillows and move away.
Move away. Just put a shed outside.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So that's cool, man. Yeah, so I know, man, I hear some Carter Buford and some kind of a lot of awesome stuff in there, man. So
Yeah, Carter's a pretty big influence.
I can
Getting
tell.
to see him live when I was younger, back in high school, was a treat because his power, his passion to play it just kind of sparked something.
Sure, man.
Because I grew up watching Omar King, Buddy Rich, of course Carter, Neil Peart.
oh yeah,
One of my other favorites, Dave Weckl.
yep, the
It's,
good ones. That's the good stuff there.
growing up in a household where my grandmother played piano for churches all through Morganton, all through North Carolina, gospel groups, always had music playing,
Nice.
whether it's jazz, gospel, country.
See, that's great, man. And I feel like too, I always say this, music I think kept me out of more trouble than it got me into.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know, and I feel like especially these days, we've got such an epidemic with prescription narcotics and all these other issues that seem to be kind of boiling over. Music I feel like helps save me maybe
Yeah.
to some degree.
If it wasn't for Dr. Wynn Justice years ago, Mr. All right, put that sousaphone over there. If it wasn't for him, I don't know where I'd be.
Sure.
With music-wise, because he seen something in me that I didn't even see. My grandmother saw it, but I didn't see it.
Sure.
But they knuckled down and kept me going.
There it
And
is.
From drumline to college to everything, it was a really good blessing.
Sure. And here you are.
Yeah,
You
I'm
made it to
still here.
Motown Studios.
Still here.
I don't know if that's maybe a peak or if we're just like a side note here on the way.
Well, I don't know.
You guys are killing it though, man. For real. I love y'all sound.
Thank
So
you.
Stoney, man, so when did you start playing bass, man? How old were you?
Man, I'll tell you what, when I wanted to play bass, my mom says, I'm not buying you a brand new bass guitar because time you're looking $300-400 at the time, and we never could find a bass in a pawn shop.
Mm-hmm.
So the closest I got was a Gibson Les Paul copy of whatever brand was on the headstock, and I started on guitar.
Okay.
And so I was probably about 15 when I started.
Cool.
And so I was playing guitar for probably about a year or so, taking lessons, trying to pick it up. And then, you get into high school, get a girlfriend, and a bass girlfriend, seeing this whole
Yeah.
The prom came up, the junior prom.
Sure.
So I had my tuxedo money put back to get it. And when I was at Jamestown Flea Market, there's an older gentleman selling a true Epiphone bass before Gibson bought them out
Ah.
for $40.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, the tux money had to go.
Yeah, score. Prioritizing, my friend.
Screw looking good. Don't
The
bass.
tux had to go. I picked up my bass and then just switched over from guitar, put what knowledge I wanted from guitar over to put it to the bass, and then just picked up the rest of my bass lessons and stuff through Vic Wheeler that was
Yeah, Vic Wheeler, yeah.
in town at the music center, or
Yeah.
I guess it was Max.
I think it was Max back
Musical
then.
Max back then.
And I think when the music center came through, I think Jared Carter started doing a lot of their teaching.
Mhm.
Is Mr. Wheeler still around? I hadn't seen or heard from him in a while.
I don't know. Last time I saw him, he was teaching in Hickory down at the
Larry's.
music center down there.
Oh, okay.
It was the guitar, the music center. But now since they sold out, I don't know actually where he
Sure.
is. But,
Well, I'm gonna look him up. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned him.
because
Sure.
he was a rocker from back in the the early '80s
Oh, yeah,
and stuff.
man.
From what I wanted to play was the early metal and the heavy metal of the day.
Sure.
And like I said, the guy that I looked up to for my bass hero ain't but the one and only. And if I ever met him, it'd probably ruin my reputation. But the one and only Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
my,
there you
that's
go.
My bass hero.
Oh, I'm
Nice.
so glad you kept that to yourself.
That's hilarious.
It's like my hero, Wes Powers.
Yeah, Wes. I know Wes. Yeah, he's down in Florida, isn't he?
Yep,
Yeah.
Soul Drive Train.
Soul Driven Train. That's right. Yeah.
That's one of my heroes.
Well, I'll try to get them in. If so, then I'll let you hold the camera.
That'll work.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll set a
Get
drum
you
set
coming
up.
in. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah, I hadn't thought of Wes in a long time. I got to get up with him, man. He's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Cool, man. So let's talk about some of the inspiration behind some of your songs, man.
Some of the stuff is from relationships and other people's relationships, and kind of watching things. And most of the stuff I write is true stuff.
Sure.
It's based on something that I seen happen, or to somebody or to myself.
Sure.
I've got some other stuff that I do by myself. A song called "The Sunshine." I do acoustic, and we've done it a couple of times.
Yeah.
At a couple of places I've slipped it in there, but it's about my grandpa. My grandpa
he raised me and always wanted me to play guitar. He was a bluegrass guitarist, so on Sundays I go play bluegrass.
Sure.
But back then I didn't want no part of that. I wanted long hair and a rock and roll band.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so, you know, a lot of inspiration I guess came from him. To not at that time though.
Sure.
You know, but later on, I thought about that guitar.
Yeah, well, and them bluegrass players got the licks, man.
Yeah, man.
Woo!
Yeah.
They set them on fire, man.
Kicking my fingers.
But that kind of stuff, and like I say, Stevie Ray Vaughan, that's a big inspiration.
That's awesome.
We do some blues stuff that we didn't do today, but
Sure.
most of the stuff we do is stuff I write. We don't do a whole lot of cover songs.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like to see good original material. I mean, you know, that's kind of a part of the reason we decided to do this series and stuff is, I mean, it's not just to kind of shed a light on original artists and all this stuff, but I mean, it's good, and like people should be into it. You know, you got people like these guys out here, the big, huge bands and all this stuff. Man, you know, there's guys that can eat their lunch out here in Morgan, North Carolina, man, all day long, man. So, you know, y'all out there need to start supporting these local guys, man.
We're looking at one of them right now.
Shoot, now you better quit. Y'all stop it.
Yeah, because you go see one of these big bands, you pay all this high ticket price, and you get there and you leave like, what did I just watch?
Right.
That's nothing like I was expecting to see or what I've seen on the TV before
Sure.
or videos from them. You know, I paid you $130 or $150, $200 a ticket, and I walk out like,
Right.
you know,
Just feel
Yeah.
like you got robbed.
I know. And it's like you got guys like y'all are out here that are just as good as 3/4 of these big bands. It's like, you know, come on, guys. Support your local guys, man. Come on. You know, and that's another thing we talk about. Like, there's so much good talent out here in Morganton, man. It's just unfathomable. I mean,
It is.
I've had the luxury, I call it a luxury, or a curse of doing a lot of traveling with work and with music, and been to a lot of small towns, man. And I've never seen a music scene like this out here. I really haven't. And so that's another big motivation for us to do this series is kind of like once again kind of shed a light on it, get people to check it out, and you know what I mean. I mean we're all out here fighting a good fight. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah,
And,
we all love the
yeah.
great M word,
Sure.
music.
The music, and and a community within a community. You know, it's like if we all got each other's backs. You know what I mean? That's the way.
right.
That's the way you got to do it.
yeah,
Try to stay away from that competitive.
Because back in the
Yeah.
day, you know, even when we was playing heavy metals, like we had to go against other bands. We're better than you, and you're better. You know,
And I try to steer clear of that.
And that was the flavor of the day.
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Yeah,
But
it
today, you know, if you go there and you say, well, you know, let's get a couple bands together and let's just do a show together.
Yeah.
It promotes everybody.
That's
you know,
it,
gives
man.
chance to everybody. And today we run across still bands today that still think they don't want to cooperate or work with no one else. And they still think they're better.
try to
And
compete.
That's
Right.
like a young band that we did a show with a couple years ago. I can't think the name of them, but the kids.
down there at Hickory.
Yeah, and these guys, they're talented. They're great.
They're real young.
Very young, and they put you in the mind. They doing a cover song. I can't remember what the name of it was, but he sounded just like the lead singer.
Oh,
And they played it note for note.
wow.
Shocked me.
See, that's what's up, man. I mean, it's that's the next generation. I feel like less and less of us. I don't know,
Now it's coming.
Let me rephrase it. I feel like more and more of us kind of are walking off into the sunset, if you will, into retirement or whatever it be, and it just feels like there's not as many people getting back into it.
Now it's all electronic stuff, and it's like
Sure.
it all sounds the same.
Sure, a lot of it, yeah.
Yeah.
And in talking about bluegrass and stuff too, some of this art dies with these musicians. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of on us to kind of pass the torch, to keep it going.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
But that's super awesome. So tell me about. Do you have an album, something that people can go check out online or something like that?
We have some stuff online, and we're working on an EP. We've not got it all mixed down yet.
Oh, good. Okay,
We're,
great,
we're working on that. It's got 5 songs on it. A couple of them we played today.
great.
You can check out EagleJoeLeatherman.com. I'm on Facebook. I've got a regular personal page and a music page, both of them under the same name. And the website has got our schedule is on there. You can catch us at, we're all over the place.
Sure. Yeah, I know you guys stay busy.
Last year I don't know how many shows we played, but we were all over the place. We do some stuff in Tennessee, and then across North Carolina.
Yeah. Nice.
So we've been busy, and we got a pretty good schedule right now.
That's great, guys. That's super awesome. Staying busy, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you can keep up with us on there, or find us on there on Facebook or
Okay.
EagleJoeLeatherman.com.
Cool. And we'll be looking forward to hearing that EP whenever you guys get closer to it. In fact, just keep me updated, and I'll post a little thing on the Motown Studios site.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
get you guys some traffic maybe.
Appreciate that.
Cool, guys. Well, so let's see here. I guess at this point, is there anything you guys maybe would like to add? Maybe talk about some upcoming bigger gigs. Now, it may be a little bit before this thing comes out, so if you got something big coming up, maybe middle or later part of the year, you could do a little promo or plug, or if not,
June 15th, we'll be in Newport, Tennessee, headlining I believe it's the 8th or 9th annual Popcorn Sutton Memorial Jam.
okay.
That's our third year. The first time we did it, we opened it.
Oh yeah, okay. So Popcorn Sutton, for those that don't know, is the famous guy, the moonshiner from the show
Yeah.
Moonshiners.
And a lot of the moonshiners from the TV show will be up there in their own booths.
Oh,
They'll be
cool.
selling
And
merchandise,
you can
t-shirts,
test
You
and
hang out with them.
Oh.
you can talk to them. So, and
That's
What
cool.
was it? They don't waste the mash.
Oh, that's right. Because I said my two favorite ones were Mark and Digger. Our first year, I asked him, I said, you know, your own film is, he said, I'm going to tell you something. We're making liquor. And no, I don't waste no mash. But yeah, I mean,
Professionals.
I enjoy getting there and getting to see them every year. I mean, even though I don't get to talk to them like I did my first year, but
Sure, that's a real
I
cool
still
gig.
do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, it is pretty fun to play.
Yeah,
that's
it is.
super
The
cool.
the first year, we opened it, and that was on a Friday. We were was kind of swamped that weekend. We had to be at the Josie Music Awards in Nashville, Tennessee.
Nice.
So we stopped. We left here on a Friday
Mm-hmm.
and played the Popcorn Sutton Memorial Jam that evening. Got back in the car and drove on to Nashville from there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we stayed out there and come back toward the end of the weekend. And
That's a long weekend.
yeah, I
Lot
was
of
tired.
driving.
We was all tired though.
Yeah.
It was hot.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was hot.
Jeez.
Like a
But last
four
year
shades
we
dark.
headlined that show, that Popcorn Sutton show, and they asked us to come and do it again this year. So
Yeah, that's awesome. What a cool gig, man.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's Allie Randolph and who else is it?
I don't know who all's online this year.
Oh,
Yet
Whiskey.
I don't think they've got it all out yet. But
Cool. Still putting it together.
Yeah.
Cool. So this is something I ask people usually around this table. So is there any like famous people you guys have met or opened up for, anything like that? Any kind of hobnobbed with some musicians or other famous people, anything like that?
Bobby Pearson.
BP. Hey man, he's a titan, man. I'm working on getting him in here. You heard me, Bobby.
You coming, bro?
You coming,
You
man.
coming.
we did a show year before last in Hickory at where was it, Main Cellar,
But
Yeah,
it's still,
makes it sound-
and Tony Bullard. I don't know if you know Tony Bullard. He plays with some of the guys out of Foghat. They've got another band.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
He was there, and we played with them and
Cool.
hung out and
of him.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And all
That's
that.
super cool, man.
And last year we played Hog Happening with Preacher Stone.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Nice. You guys are kicking it up, man.
we're trying.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, it's good to see people out here still doing it, man, fighting a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were talking earlier, Joe, about how so many people are kind of doing all this stuff on their own anymore. It's kind of technology's really now allowing us to really start doing this stuff, and I think kind of the big record companies are starting to not do so great and all that
Mhm.
stuff. And I think all of that kind of obviously has something to do with itself, but just a fantastic time really to be doing it, and the fact that you don't have to be with a label. You know, you
Right,
can do
right.
it yourself. You know, I mean, sure it may take a little bit more time. You know, but I think stuff like this and getting the local scene, local people behind you, I think is the most important thing. So you guys keep it up, man.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all are
I
killing it.
appreciate that. Well,
Appreciate it.
myself and my fiance co-manage what we do.
Oh, and I meant to bring that up. Congratulations, you're almost a married man.
Almost.
Almost.
Almost. June 22nd.
Nice, man.
Got a
That's
big
super.
room
awesome.
for you.
Congratulations.
Appreciate
Yeah, that's great news, man.
WWW.
Appreciate that.
Yep.
And so you and her like pretty much just run mainly the whole show as far as bookings.
Yeah, we handle the management and the bookings and the promotions and all that. Other than like you guys promoting us and Mustard Seed Productions, they do some promotion for us.
Well, that's cool. Where they at?
I think they're based out of Hickory.
Okay, cool.
And then I've got some fans scattered across the country. When we post it, they post it.
Sure. That's
So
how you
that
got
kinda
to do it.
works
Yeah,
out.
man. That's awesome, dude.
Well, you know, you got you've been radio played out in California and out that
Yeah,
way
we've
on radio
got,
stations. And,
Killer.
several songs, a couple of the songs we played, and then a few more. It's played out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and they mention us, and they put us in the mix with like Bon Jovi and Tesla and some of the
Cool.
big bands, and then they'll play us, and then they'll go back to them, and then they'll throw another one of ours in there.
Nice, man.
So
Hey,
that's kinda
super
cool.
Yeah, that's how you get it started right there. Man, that's cool.
If that goes good. And then the Josie Music Awards, that's the world's largest independent music award show. We've been nominated twice for Southern Rock Artist of the Year and Southern Rock Song of the Year,
Nice.
2 times, and then now we're waiting to see if we get to do it again.
Sure.
So
Nice. Well, good luck.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and is there somewhere that, like, who votes on that? Do you have people that go vote for you? Or?
They have a panel of musicians and reps out of Nashville
Okay.
that listen to all that stuff.
Gotcha. Well, I just didn't know if maybe there was somewhere we could send people to go vote for you
I
guys.
wish
Yeah.
that would help us
Stack the
out.
box.
That would help us out.
Cool,
But,
man.
the way we got started with this, or the way I got started with it, was I don't know if you are familiar with Glenn Hefner.
Mm-hmm.
He had started to open a new studio, and I don't know if it ever got all the way open or not, but he messaged me and told me I needed to do the Eagle Joe thing and play my music,
Sure.
and he would record me. And so that's what I started into doing. And I had a brother pass away 2 years ago. 2 years ago?
yeah.
Yeah, right before I came along.
It was like March 26th, I think,
Yeah.
2 years ago. And I went in the little band room that we've got at my house and wrote and recorded a song called Fly High. You can find it on YouTube or on Facebook or iTunes and Amazon. It's on there too. But anyway, that song got submitted to the Josie Music Awards, and I didn't even have a band. And they emailed me and said, "You're nominated for Southern Rock Artist of the Year and Southern Rock Song of the Year."
Cool.
My fiance said, "What are you going to do? You don't have a band." So, because I had played all the instruments myself,
Sure.
and so I called Stoney and I said, "Are you playing?" He said, "No, man, I've been out of it so long."
You're retired.
And
Yeah, I retired. Well, I got to where I cannot feel like my first 3 thumb and my 2 fingers. I can't feel them at all.
Oh man, that
So
sucks.
when I quit, I just couldn't really feel the strings, and
Sure.
that's why I told him, look, I can't feel it. I don't know. And he finally, like I said, he harassed me.
Yeah.
He harassed me. And I was kind of getting at it. I was like, well, look, man, I'll come and show you. I can't do it no more.
Yeah. And sure enough.
And then look at me, I'm still here.
Oh, yeah.
Read the shirt.
I did.
That's
I
I love
kept
it.
on every day just about.
Yeah.
I said, "Man, I need you to play. I need you to play. I don't want nobody else to play."
That's your guy right there.
And
Yeah.
so finally he showed up and he's like, "I'm going to show you that I can't do it." And then we
And he's been
walked
showing
in
you.
there and played, and he's still showing me
You've
that he
been
can't
showing
do
you.
it.
You've been showing you for a few years now.
But what makes it bad when I did show Joe that I could play and go get the band, I said, my wife's mad at you. And he said, why? I said, if I'm going to play with you, I got to have me a new bass.
Yeah.
That's because I got to have a new bass.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
said, so she's pissed at you because I'm buying a new bass.
Yeah. Hilarious.
But after that, after Stoney said he'd stay, so we went through a few drummers trying to find somebody that would fit. And I knew Ty from work, and he was really good, but he was on a different schedule,
Mhm.
and his job schedule wouldn't allow him to do it. And we ended up went through 3 or 4.
That's probably about 5. Well, there's about, we probably went through 4 that showed up and 3 that called and said they wanted to but never showed.
And we had one guy that was pretty good, and he played like Ty's style. And but me and Stoney had been playing together for so long that this guy said he felt intimidated,
Oh, yeah.
and so he bowed out. And
Wow.
I'm like, man, now what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And then
Painted into a corner.
Ty calls me, and he's like, I got my schedule changed. And then so he's been with us ever since. All that happened pretty close together, and then by the time he got in there and we got tight on everything, which didn't take long,
Sure.
then the nominations come out for that song,
Right.
Fly High, and then we went to Nashville.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well, that's cool.
The popcorn sudden fell right in place.
That's great.
So
And the rest they say is history. Well, you got you a good one, man. Ty's
yeah.
a killer drummer, man.
I try, man.
Yeah, man. I've been at it forever, man. That's
Well,
what's
see,
up.
when we were trying to find a drummer,
They're good.
I had been decent. Stoney said good, but I said decent. But I told him, I said, I want somebody that can play on the level I was playing or better, or at least really solid.
Sure.
And then when Ty come along, he come in and played with us. And when he went home the first night, Stoney's like, "Damn, where did you find him?"
Yeah.
He's working
Morganton,
off in the corner
man.
somewhere.
Morganton, man. They come out of the woodwork out here, man.
Well,
That's
you know,
swear.
like us being like Joe playing a lot of rhythm music, a lot of people like you gotta play his stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, I'll give him credit for this. When he writes a song, he'll present it to us, and he gives us the capability to write. I get to write my own bass line.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, he's right.
he gets to do
That's
his
for
sure.
own drum line. Now, if there's something that he hears that he says, "Now look, I hear this. I want to put this in," then you know we'll do it to put what he hears in.
Yeah.
But he gives us the creativity to create our own stuff that where everybody thinks that, you know, we got to do what Joe wants. Or
No,
that's why I
right.
told him, you know, that's why I aggravated on time. I said, I'm just the help, man. I ain't no.
You're just a moving crew. It just so happens the stuff you move around makes noise.
Yeah, he gives us our own
He gives us our own creativity.
That's
He gives us
beautiful,
room to
guys.
play
Great.
with it. And, you know,
That's the way to do
if
it.
something don't sound good, like, well, I don't really, can we try something else?
Sure.
I mean,
We don't get mad about it.
it's not it's not like he can just my way, no way. You know,
Right,
and,
right.
you know, because a lot of
And
people
I've met
think
guys
it's
like that, and I don't want to be that way.
Well,
Because I'm a solo artist, I still want these guys to be able to do what they do.
sure.
I feel like if you start tightening people down and not allowing them the ability to play and get their style in there, then it's just my sound, you know.
Right.
They're not getting an opportunity to show what they can do.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
And
Well,
so when we're live, I try to give them as much credit, you
Yeah,
know, and
much
time
credit,
and
yeah.
time to let them stand.
Sure.
You know, you came and seen us, and
He just
Yeah,
gives me
okay.
that look, and I'm like, here we go.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, because
Well, that's cool, man.
he don't exclude us from nothing.
That's the way to do it,
we're
man.
all, you
Open
know,
and honest.
I've had
Brothers
people
from other
say
mothers.
yeah, it's Eagle Joe. It's not Eagle Joe. I'm like, well, I don't not having like on the T-shirts, not having the Eagle Joe, but it does not bother me.
Sure.
I don't care
Of
one
course.
whit.
Yeah, no.
It's-
You guys are a team. Yeah, that's how.
You know,
Yeah.
it takes us.
18.
It's the three of us on stage. If one's having a bad night, we're all having a bad night. I mean, because it does affect, you know, being a musician yourself. You know, when it.
Oh, absolutely.
I
Yeah.
have that, but
If we're having a bad night, yeah, they know it out.
And I can
front.
honestly
Yeah,
say,
for
I'm not
sure
going
they
to
do.
say what all it went through, but you know, last year it was a pretty good, tough time for me, and these two stood up for me from day one.
Oh, that's awesome. You know,
I
that
mean-
camaraderie that comes with it. You know, once you get that group locked in, the core locked in, you know, it's kind of the ends of the earth thing.
Oh,
Far
yeah.
to hell and back, you know.
I mean, he met me over at the store to send a package. And I said, you sure you don't want to go home? No, I'm right here with you.
That's awesome.
I was going
guys.
to cry, and I said, no, I can't cry. I'm a drummer. I can't cry. Percussionists don't cry. We whimper.
only if the drums fall off the truck, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
That's happened a time or two.
Yes.
Well, guys, I can't tell you how much I appreciate y'all coming out and jamming for us today,
Appreciate
man.
you having us.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely, man. And yeah, so one more time, EagleJoeLeatherman.com.
yes, sir.
Go check them out. Be keeping an eye out for the EP coming out soon. And from us here at Motown Studios, thanks for watching. Hi, thanks for watching Motown Studios. Be sure to check back with us for brand new content every week. Be sure to like and subscribe. And be sure to share and tell all your friends that the best content on the internet is coming out of Morganton, North Carolina, Motown Studios. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you very much.